What is going on, fellow gamers? ChaosEclipse here. We are back on Medieval Dynasty, and I wanted to show you guys a few things. It is winter right now. I went through all the other seasons. Winter's the last one, and winter's almost over, but I wanted to make sure that you guys seen this before it actually skipped over it. I have done quite a bit in the game. I'm not going to lie, I've been playing it all day. So it is kind of grindy, but it's still not bad. I love the game, actually. So I think I'm supposed to be giving money to this guy. There on the right side, you can see I need to give him 120. The easiest way that I found to get coin in this game is by simply crafting something and then making it for him. At the starter phase where we're at still, the simplest thing seems to be to craft spears, wooden spears, and then use those wooden spears to sell them and then just get currency that way. So we're going to grab all of these logs real quick. And I will say, during the winter, you're going to want to make sure that you have a torch with you, because you're probably not going to have the actual cold weather gear, like actual clothes and stuff, the fur stuff to keep you warm. So keeping out a torch will actually save your life. If you put the torch away, look down on the bottom left over there. Might take a minute. Of course, now it's going to make me look like a liar. Anyway, there will be a little snowflake that'll pop up down there above your weight bar down there, and it'll start going down. As it's going down, you will be losing health at the same time. Right now, I'm actually kind of starving, which I don't know why, because I do have food on me. Let's go ahead and eat some of this. All right. So it doesn't look like it's actually too cold right now, but if you do get too cold, just pull out your torch. I've just been leaving it out the whole time, and if you actually craft two of them, once it goes away, it'll actually pop out the next one on its own. You can see how much torch life, or how much life the torch has down there on the bottom right. Same thing with my axe. My axe is about to break in one more swing, but when that goes away, it will pull out my next one. So we're actually here to finish up a quest real quick. So let's go ahead and finish up this quest real quick.
Whatever you
To
need.
do this, we're actually going to sell those, oh, we didn't even craft them yet. Okay, so first, let's go ahead and craft as many wooden spears as we can. So we're going to craft 5 of them. And you still can't look around or move or anything while you're crafting. I did figure out that the further you get into the game, the more stuff you unlock, you'll actually unlock other vendors and stuff as well. I did unlock vendors to start being able to flirt with other people, like females and stuff, because you can't get married in this game. You can, in fact, have kids in this game. In fact, I actually got married 2 seasons ago. Which I will show you guys my wife. All the characters kind of look the same, so there wasn't really pick of the crop or anything. Yeah, I did get married, and then I think you can decide to have kids, which I have not decided yet. So we're going to sell all 5 spears. That will give us an additional 50. Each spear sells for 10. Like I said, that is the most advanced thing that you can sell at the moment. The bag that I have there, that's 90, but I actually bought that for like almost 200 or something like that. I think you can sell axes for 12, but the axes, you need stone and wood, where with just the spears, you only need logs. So it's a lot easier just to do the logs faster. Anyway, so let's go ahead and how do we complete this quest? Eowyn sent me to pick up the hoe he ordered. That's funny. No, he's just very, very busy. Right, work. I'm helping him continue. Thank you. Okay, so he actually didn't even take the full 120. He only took 90. And then I do have some icons up there in the top left, which I'll go over in a second. So let me put this torch away, because it is pretty cold out right now. It should actually start, you'll see him start freezing here in a second. Like I said, just keep an eye on that bottom left down there, and you'll see the little snowflake pop up. And obviously, if you don't see it, I will point it out when it pops up anyway. So as far as the icons up on the top left, I guess I can start going over those, because you'll see when we get to the village what they all mean. So right now it's me, my wife, and 2 other guys. You have to build a house for each individual character unless those characters are bonded. So everyone has their own house. I did move my wife in with me, but you can only do that once you're actually married to her. So that part is kind of dumb. So I actually have an extra house now. I think maybe not. I don't know. Oh, so there's a little snowflake down there in the bottom left. You can see it has an arrow and it's dropping. You pull out the torch and it will go right back up and it'll go away. But while that's dropping, you're actually losing health as well, so be very careful with that. So let's give this guy back his torch. And then I found out the exclamation points. You see how the one that I'm running towards up on the little compass thing, the one that's in that direction, has like little exclamation, like it's alert around it, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. That just means that's the one that you're currently tracking on the side. So this is Aylwin, whatever you want to call his name. We got a hoe for him. Let's see here. Alright, so we're going to give him the 30 coins just because we had extra anyway, and he's the one that gave us the 120. We might get something out of it. Guess not, but we did get some reputation out of it. That's perfectly fine. I didn't expect to keep that anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I haven't really been reading too many of these other than just doing the stories in general. Like actually doing the quests, like seeing what they're needed for. So it's been doing that as well. You can't really talk to people again until like the next day or the next season. It does say next season because I think when we go to sleep this time, it's actually going to go into the next season automatically. It seems to go by, every season seems to go by over the course of 3 to 4 days. So one of the icons up in the top left did go away. Hopefully no one died. Also, there was a sexy message up there in the top left just now. It says, "You are dirty." So I'm a dirty guy. But what that means is down in the bottom left, there's a new icon down there next to my health and everything. That just means you're literally a dirty character. If you get too dirty, people will actually not talk to you in the game. The only way that I've seen to get clean is to actually submerge yourself in the water there. I think once it gets, I want to say about, like right now I would consider that like a third of the way around. So once it gets like 2/3 of the way around, it'll swing up on that left side. That's when people will stop talking to you. I don't know about your wife. I wasn't married last time I was dirty, so I'm not really sure. But like I said, to get warm, or not warm, to get clean, you would actually just go in here, jump right in the water here. Once you submerge yourself, it'll automatically go away. And then I also found out, because I'm an idiot, that these things here, there is actually reeds in here, and this is how you get your straw. So I ran all the way up to this village up over here, which was extremely annoying. I actually bought straw there to build my house, but this is my village now here. So this house here, actually I guess I don't have an actual house. So this house here is a hunting lodge. This one is for woodworking, which I'll explain all the stuff in a minute. This one is for making like individual like items and stuff, which it's a workbench, I guess. But there is with the workbench, it's weird. It doesn't really do weapons. It's more like stuff like this, like torches, spoons, wooden bowls, all that crap. And then here you have flower pots and stuff, which I think you can sell this stuff, so it's not that bad of an idea. I'll go over those two in a second. This is my house. I did make it fully out of stone. Oh, I didn't do that part. That actually doesn't look bad though. I might leave that. I did the top as plank. If we come in here, I'm freezing. This is my wife. She is actually way older than me. She's 28. I'm gonna tell her she's the best. If we take a closer look at her, you can see her stats here. So when I actually picked her, I didn't pick her to be my wife. It tells you her skills there. It says she does extraction 2, hunting 3, farming 2, diplomacy 1, survival 3, and production 2. I actually got her to be a hunter, which she still is. She is our local hunter. I Actually, she's not. Why is she not a hunter anymore? Because she's married to me? That's unacceptable. Go back to the hunting lodge, woman. Okay, so now she's a hunter. Let's see. So, yeah, so she's a hunter. So is the new guy. This is the newest one that we have here. It's Ulrich. And then we have Nimir, I guess. He's a lumberjack. He will work over in the lumberjack area, which is the second one there. Let's go ahead and pull this out because I am freezing. These are the two guys here. This one is Ulrich, who does not look like the guy from Skyrim. And this is Nimir, which he looked way different. He's been with us almost the whole season, probably almost as long as my wife. This was originally my wife's house. We turned it into Nimir's house once she moved in with me. All the houses look the same. There's 3 beds in here, but it will not let me put 2 people in the same house unless they're like they have a bond or something. I created a little patch here where I can plant stuff, but I haven't been able to yet. That's part of what I was doing now. And then this is Ulrich's house. So there's a lot of different things. Right now, in Ulrich's house, if we take a look in his chest, you can see he has water, he has firewood, but he's lacking food right now. So if we look through here, through our inventory, we have no food to give him. That is the top left icon up there with the apple and the meat. It means that one of our, that's what the red one is, it means that one of our people need food. So if we come into this hunting shack here, they should have food in here. They do. They have dried meat, 7 of them. We're going to take all 7 and we're going to give that to Nimir, or sorry, Ulrich. So you don't give it directly to him. This part, honestly, is kind of annoying. I don't know if there's a way to make it to where the hunters actually deliver this stuff to the houses. I actually recently figured out how to do any of this stuff anyway. So we're going to give him all 7 in there. You will see that one go away in a second, up on the top left. There it goes. So the other icon there, that means that someone needs firewood. He has firewood. Let's check Nimir's house. Nimir does not have firewood, so he's the one that needs firewood, which is funny because he's a lumberjack. And then on top of all of this, when you get married, you actually have to pay attention to your own stuff too. So you have to have water here, you have to have food here, and you have to have firewood, which firewood can also be just regular logs. It looks like we're getting low ourselves. We only have 1 log left. We're almost low on everything, actually. The water bucket, that's not bad, actually. And why do I have an extra water bucket in here? Who did I steal a water bucket from? That may have been a gift to me, because I also have a pear and some other items in my inventory that I just realized. Yeah, sometimes I get items and I don't know where I get them from. The water bucket and the pear, don't know where I got either one of those from. The pear I can actually eat, because my character is almost starving, so let's go ahead and eat the pear. Let's drop off some of this stuff here. We're going to drop off the feathers, the fertilizer, the bag, just because I don't know what to do with it just yet, the money, and then the rest of the stuff we'll hold on to. Alright, so we come back in, nope, not in there. This is the wood place. You can set the characters to do different activities at the wood place. So right now he's getting logs. He has 6 of them. So we're going to take all 6 and we're going to turn them into firewood, which you can do this here or you can do it just in your regular inventory, but we're going to just do it here. Nope, actually this is going to take way, no it won't. So right here, if you can make planks here, you can make firewood here. If you hit triangle on one of these, it says craft more there in the center, and you can make all 5. But it does it all back to back. It'll still time you and everything. So while you're doing this, you might start freezing. Be very careful doing this in the winter here. And like I said, it is going to actually change seasons here. So you guys are actually going to be able to see it change the season. The snow should just go away here on the next day, which we'll go to sleep in just a second because it is going to get kind of dark and hard for you guys to see anyway. So we're going to come over here now that we got our firewood. We're going to do half in here because we only have the 1 log left for us. So we're going to do 12 in here. Then we're going to come to Nimir's house. We're going to do the other 12 in here. And that should take away that last icon up there on the top left. It sure did. And then we're going to check and make sure he has his bucket of water. He doesn't. So when he gets thirsty, that another icon will pop up there. I didn't realize it grabbed it. Sometimes when you go into an inventory, it automatically hits X right away. Like it double taps it on its own. So that might be where I got the pair too. Maybe I've been buying stuff and I don't even know it. Anyway, let's go ahead and put the water back in there before he gets thirsty so it doesn't tell us anything. This new guy, I don't have him assigned to a job just yet. Actually, I do. He's a hunter with my wife, but I wanted to make him a farmer. So I thought I could just assign him to the crop here. It is telling me that I need to build a barn, but the barn, it won't let me build it yet. I don't know why. We're only at 2 of 10 for farming, so I think I have to do some of the farming myself first. And then once I build up to it, then I can do this. So let's go and sleep. Let's get rid of this because I want to get rid of the torch anyway. I don't like having it out all the time. Let's go ahead and sleep here with our wife. And when you did, not you, when I did the, what is this? You feel inspired, you want to encourage your people to work harder. You could deliver a speech which should put them in the right spirit. However, a poor one may have a discouraging effect. Oh, okay. So it looks like to do that one, we would need to be level 5 to 10 for diplomacy. We're obviously not. So we can do either one of these. We're not going to do a speech at all. Our people are working fine the way they are. I don't even have them maxed out right now. So we're just going to do maybe it's not such a good idea. So we're going to pick this third one here. You decide it's probably not the best for you to say anything now. You don't want to accidentally upset your people. Boom. That doesn't always happen when you go to sleep. I think it's only when the seasons change. So now it is all green outside again. I don't have to worry about the torch. As you can see, my health went all the way back up. All my stats basically went all the way back up. And that sound that you heard is actually us getting a level. So if we come in here, we come over to technology. Nope. Okay. So, So this is what I wanted to talk about. There's a couple ways to unlock different things. So when you come to technology, as long as you have like right here, obviously I wouldn't be able to do anything in that menu. Here I can unlock any of these as long as I have the money for it. And then same thing with like food storage. We don't have any of this yet. The survival technology, I can unlock 3 more things in there: the stone spear, the badger fur rug, and the wooden campfire. And then here is where I have been succeeding the most, just because I've been building all this stuff myself. I do think eventually you can get like your own builder and stuff like that. But you can make all kinds of stuff, and this is what I was talking about. The further you go along, the further like actual stuff you're gonna unlock. It's amazing because a lot of the stuff isn't even in the menu yet. But the other way to do it is if you're in here and you actually click on something. Let's see here. No, I know all those. We're not going to do a road. Taxes. What? Every spring you are required to pay taxes to the king. The money is collected by the Castellan in Gustovia. Creating new buildings and fields increases your taxation obligations. Avoiding payments increases your debt and may result in banishment from the valley. Okay, so we have to go to Gustovia and pay our taxes. Good to know. Kind of dumb, but good to know. So the other way to actually unlock stuff, let me see if I can find one. So this here, right now we have the simple campfire unlock. These 2 here are locked. Right there in the center, this one, it shows me that I can unlock it for the wooden campfire. It says if I hit triangle, I can buy the scheme for 30. Obviously, I don't have the 30 on me, but I did have it in my chest. So if I go and get it out of my chest, and then I hit triangle here, it'll also buy it. But it's the same as doing it through here. So you would have to find out where that campfire was, under which one, which it's probably in here. No? Awesome. Well, I don't know where it's at in here. It could be... Nope, it's not going to be under skills. Maybe they are two different menus. I honestly did not know that. But that's good to know, I guess. So I'll have to pay attention to both. Anyway, so let's see here. Let's get rid of that. So let's go back to main. So it just shows us our normal stuff. There's our journal. We have a side quest to pay the taxes. So some of the stuff I put into, I maxed out my force of nature. I did nothing in hunting yet because I don't have a skill to unlock yet. As you can see on the right side over there, I am at 80 at the top of the tree where it has like the little plus sign with a 0. On the far right there, it says 87 out of 100. So I am close to leveling up my hunting skills. In here, I did nothing for farming. Diplomacy, I actually got 1 point in here, and I did it as diplomat. Tells you down there at the bottom what it does. Dynasty reputation points gains are going to be 20% more now. I actually got this one once I got married. It actually gave me a point in here. And then this is the one where I had the most, just because, like I said, I've been doing everything on my own without the villagers at the moment, because I couldn't figure it out at first. So I got max points in survival knowledge. I got max points in survival sense, which that is the L1 button that I was talking about. Now it says seeing sticks, stones, mushrooms, feathers, and herbs in inspector mode. So that is an inspector mode. And then also I have strong as oak, which increased my health by 10%, and then my food and my water drains slower, just because I have to manage the people. So I figured if I put points into that, it'll be less likely to cause problems. And then in the production, I did 1 in each of these. I did 1 in crafting, 1 in sewing, and 1 in cooking. All it does is gives you more experience for those individual things while you're using those. Let's see here. So management. This is the part that was extremely tricky. I figured out that you have to actually assign people to the different things. So if we come take a look at this one, there's no one assigned to this one. I have 1 person assigned here, 2 people assigned here. Technically I should do 1 here at the water well, because you can even do the water well. But I have 2 hunters, which is my wife and the other guy. And then I have the 1 guy here. Sorry. Which it does tell you that that like you can only assign a certain amount. So I would like to assign more people here and I can't. But anyway, if we click on this signboard, it shows you everything on the right side. Don't pay attention to that left side. It tells you everything on the right side. So right now nothing's being done because it says status, no tool. Anything in red is what's stopping him from doing anything. So right now he doesn't have a tool. And if you look under tools in the very center of the screen, it says he needs an axe. So we have to make an axe and we have to actually put it in this box here for him to actually work. Which is weird because the fact that he doesn't have an axe, it should pop up there on the top left, and it's not. And I noticed the other guy didn't have something on that one either. Let's see here. So the woodshed and the hunting lodge is missing a weapon as well. There, if you're looking on the left side, it shows the hunting lodge. Here we go, hunting lodge. You can see that little tool icon that's there. It means that they're missing a tool. So if I click on this one, it says no tool, and it says knife. So they need knives. One of them probably does have a tool because I think something is being done in there, but the other one probably doesn't, or maybe they both don't. So what we need to do is we need to make some knives and some axes. This is the inspector mode. If you hold L1, of course before it didn't do anything, but I did unlock the ability to actually show stuff. So now it's so much easier to see sticks and everything. I will say unlock the skills as soon as you can. It does suck though because it's one of the ones that you have to actually unlock like 3-4 times into it. So, and I will say it also drains your stamina when you're using it. If you watch that left side over there on the bottom left, holding L1, it will automatically start draining. I'm not even moving, I'm just using it and it's draining right now. So be careful with that. I do think later on you'll be able to increase your stamina and everything. I'm just getting a few rocks here. The sticks aren't so hard to see. The rocks are probably the harder things to see. And then obviously you have these different plants that you can see. So definitely pay attention to those if you need any of them. Alright, so I think we have enough here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 knives because we have 2 hunters, and we're going to make 1 axe. Unless we can make 2 axes, we're going to make 2 axes. And this is what they do when they don't have actual tools or anything. And as you can see now in the top left, that icon is there. It did go away for a bit. At the beginning of the video it was there and it went away on its own, so I figured maybe it kind of resolved itself out, but it probably just glitched out or something. The game is still new, they're still working on it and everything, so just keep that in mind, guys. But anyway, when I first assigned him to it, he was just standing here like he's doing now. My wife was standing right here where this guy is. She's actually sweeping right now, but she was standing right here, and every time I came in they weren't doing anything, and I was like, okay, so how does this work? Like, you know, do I still do the hunting and then they do like the drying rack? I could not figure it out to save my life, but eventually I did. Anyway, within these different things, they have workbenches and stuff that you can do your own things in here. So I did unlock the stone arrow, and I unlocked the bow, but I don't have a linen thread for the bow, so I didn't even craft any of the arrows because I have tons of feathers. But I figure, what's the point in crafting the arrows if I can't even do the bow? I'm not sure how to get the linen thread yet. That's probably going to be part of the other thing. This is a drying rack. If you have food on you, hit X here. It'll let you hang meat, or you can hang fish. And then this is where you would put the knives and stuff. So it does look like the last thing that they did is they have some meat, some fur, some leather, and then some dried meat. So the management part. This is a part that was really confusing. I didn't even understand it. I didn't even think I had to do anything in here, but you clearly do. So we're in the hunting lodge right now. They need weapons first. So let's make two knives here. So you know what? We're gonna make 4 because that'll actually keep them going for a while. So we're gonna craft 4 knives real quick, stone knives. And if you guys have any questions about this or anything, put it down in the comment section. I was hoping this would be a short video, but it does look like it's going to be a little bit longer. I am almost done here though, guys. I just want to show you guys how this works, and then we will probably cut it short from there. So we have 4 knives that are all made, and it does tell you when you're looking at the hunting lodge here. Let's see. I don't remember where I seen it. It does say that the knife requires so many points into it, like not points. It requires like so much of a condition for the points. Oh, look, and there's a tax. This place has 7.5 taxes on it. Okay, so anyway, so we need knives in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here. We're gonna go over to our menu, and we're gonna drop all 4 knives. Here's our 4 knives. We're gonna put all 4 in there. Boom. So now they should start working. Whatever they decide to do, even if they're going to stand here, they should start working. Alright, cool. They're working. Whatever. So it does show that we only need 1 left up in the top left, which is this guy. We need axes, so we're going to make 2 axes for him. They each have 2 weapons. We're going to make 2 axes for him. So we're going to do this. As far as the axes, we're going to craft 2 of them. Hit X. And he will immediately start working. As far as the actual hunting, I don't see them like running off and actually doing any hunting. I have seen her leave a few times and stuff, but I've never actually seen them actually do anything. Him, he can I can't even talk right. You can actually see him on this thing here messing with the wood and all that. So we have our 2 axes. We're going to come in here, come over to our menu over here. We're going to put both axes in there like so. We'll give it a second. The tool icon up in the top left should go away. There it goes. And he should start. Oh, you know what? I probably need to reassign them stuff to do. So that might be part of why they're not doing anything, because I noticed he's not doing anything either. So that was going to be the next part I was going to cover anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. So when you come in here to management, you have your people, you have your buildings, your crops, your animals, and your people's demand control. Now the people's demand control, I think that has to do with when they are needing items. It'll tell you in here about how much stuff you need and everything. So right now I think this is everything we need. We need 4 wood, we need 35 water, and we need 78 food items. Or maybe this is just all the stuff that we can get. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not really worried about this one. The crop here I'm not worried about, just because I can't really do anything at the moment with the crop, because I still need to level it up before I can even assign anyone to the barn. Strike that, before I can even build the barn to assign anyone to. Anyway, so let's do the woodshed first, since we're right in front of this guy. So we click on woodshed here, and then up on that top right under management, you'll see the magnifying glass, little hammer with the recycle thing, the little house showing going back and forth, and a little storage thing. So it shows you here who's assigned. This is Nemir. He needs an axe, which we have an axe in there. And his skill for being a lumberjack is only 2. I believe he was better at, I don't remember what it was. But since I didn't really have anything for him to do, I just threw him here. So if you hit right on the D-pad, it will bring you here. So he already does have stuff working here. That's probably why he's not working. They'll only have it at 50%. So he should be getting logs on his own. I don't know how often it happens or anything, but he's not bad at getting the logs. I could crank it up to 100, but I don't know how. I don't know how many logs he'll get in one day if I crank it up, and I don't know how it's going to affect him. So another thing that I could do is I could make I could put a couple percentage into sticks. I could put some into firewood, and I could put some into planks. At the moment, we don't need any of these. And if you look at the very bottom there, it tells you what all the stuff you need for each one of these. So to get logs, it says cost, it says an axe. So you need an axe to get the logs, obviously. For the sticks, that's going to be produced on its own, or it's just going to be him walking around picking it up. When he's chopping down the trees, he should automatically be getting sticks anyway. So we can actually, we can actually crank this one up to 25%. Because like I said, you can do a max of 100%. We're going to crank this up 25%. When he's getting the logs, it should automatically be doing the sticks. And then the firewood and the planks, as you can see down there at the bottom, he still needs an axe for it, but he also needs logs. So we're going to wait until he starts getting logs before we start putting stuff into there. More than likely we'll do the firewood. But we're going to leave that like that for now. For them, I believe theirs is at 100% if it's not going to go ahead and change or whatever. So we can take a look at the hunting lodge here. And you can see here that they're both hunters. There is also an apprentice slot here. I don't know what that's for. I think eventually one of them will level up to becoming an apprentice, and then we can just bump them down. It'll probably give them more things. Or I did notice that originally when I was trying to recruit Ulrich, he did say that I had to get higher reputation for my dynasty, so I did have to level up the place before actually even getting him. But anyway, if we go to the second slot here, you can see theirs is maxed out. They're maxed out on meat, dried meat, leather, and fur. So the meat, obviously, we need to eat. Dried meat is so it's not rotting right away. And then the leather and fur, I did that for when we start making clothing. And then the fur is for making like winter gear. Because like I said, I got tired of wearing using the torch. So eventually I would like to get that. I'm not really worried about feathers. Feathers, when I go and chop down a tree, it'll give me like 10 feathers or something like that just from chopping down a tree. It'll also give me a whole bunch of sticks. So I'm not too concerned about the feathers. So I have 25% on each one of these. They will automatically start getting the stuff. When you hit over again, this is stuff that they're actually getting. So I don't understand a lot of this yet. As far as the local production, it does show 16.56 meat, and it has 1D next to it. So for the demands, I'm assuming they get roughly 16 meat a day. Their production is 33 a day, but it's also because I probably have it at 25% right now. So maybe if they're already at 16, maybe that's why they stopped. I'm not really sure. Let's go and see if they have 16 meat in here. So they don't. They only have 7, and it does look like this part is rotting. Not necessarily rotting, but it could definitely be hung, and they're not doing it. So that's fine. We can just do it ourselves. I'll show you guys how to do this real quick. Same as just any type of crafting or anything like that. We're just going to hang all 7 immediately. And it doesn't even have to hang for a certain amount of time. It'll automatically make the dried meat for you, and it'll automatically go into your inventory, guys. And who needs a tool? What is going on there? I just gave everybody tools and they're fresh tools. Unless somebody broke any. I don't know if that's possible for them to break the tools. We'll check that out in a second once I get the rest of this meat real quick. Nope, it just went away. We'll still double check on the tools though. And it does sound like they're using that crafting table behind me. No, that's him out there. Okay, they're not doing jack. They have 3 knives. Maybe one of them broke already. But this is what I was talking about. I don't actually see them go and hunt or anything. But it looks like they are producing stuff. He's obviously producing stuff. If I wanted to, I could assign someone here. I can't assign anyone here to this crop plot yet because for them to do the farming, like I said, you have to have a barn, and then you assign them to the barn, and then they'll take over the crop plot from there. So it's kind of confusing with that. I can also assign someone over here to the water well, which I may end up doing eventually. But at the moment, nobody's going through water pretty fast, and I can make buckets over there. Originally, I bought my first 2 buckets, and then I recently crafted this. Now I can make my own buckets, and the buckets last for like 10 drinks, and they don't need drinks like every 5 seconds. So it's actually not that bad. You can somehow make some type of fisherman as well. I'm not sure how to do it yet. We probably need some kind of dock or something that we can build and go from there. But yeah, the game is absolutely amazing. Like I said, I love it, guys. It's definitely something that's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I actually did die a few times to some boars. Because I don't have any children yet, it does just do game over and you can just restart from a previous save. Now, it did tell me that if I wanted to make children, I would have to speak with my wife. And what happens is during the first 2 years of the baby's life, she cannot work. She has to stay home. She cannot work. She has to take care of the baby. I don't know what all that consists of. I don't know if you have to supply her with stuff other than like normal food and all that. But she can't work. So for the first 2 years, she can't work. I don't know if it actually goes through all 4 seasons like 8 times to count the 2 years. I'm not sure how all that works. If we take a look at our person here, it does say we're only 19. And when we started the game, we were 18. So maybe each season you go through is going to be 1 year. Our wife is 10 years older than us. She's like 28, something like that. But after the 2 years of the kid, I think that it's like a toddler. It'll just walk around on its own, kind of like how we've seen kids at the other place over there. Technically, that kid cannot still take over. So we, with our character, if we die and he's not 18 yet, from my understanding, he automatically produces a boy for you. But if he's not 18 yet, then your character just dies off and you have to restart from a last save. If he is 18, your character will actually die off and you take over with your kid. So that's how it was explained to me in the knowledge thing here. I don't remember exactly where it was. There's an apprenticeship thing, so I may end up going through all of these and just like trying to fill you guys in, but there is so much stuff in this game. It is absolutely ridiculous, guys. There's also, if you come up here, take a look, there are mounts in the game. I would think that you can do horses and donkeys. I've seen both. You can actually buy saddles, you can build saddles. I don't know how fast they are. Left on the D-pad, that right there, it says that I don't have the skill for village whistleblower. That's to actually mount up. I guess you whistle for your horse. I don't know what that means. I have killed crows, a badger, which badgers will fight back, boars, and eagles. And I will tell you this, guys, eagles give you the most meat and they're the easiest to kill. So I used to see eagles out in this field over here, just kind of walking around. And I want to, if it'll let me, I want to show you guys how to kill one real quick. I don't know, of course none are going to be out here right now. Oh, and I've also killed rabbits. There's one there. Yeah, that's an eagle right there. That might be a hawk. I've killed a hawk too. So what we need to do is we need a spear, which we don't. We need a log to get a spear. So let's get a log real quick. Oh, and of course that's gonna break too. So let's rebuild the axe. That eagle's gonna be gone by the time I do this. So here's our axe. Let's get the shovel just to get this extra tree stump out of here. Get the axe. And this is what I was talking about. So when the tree falls over the first time, I'm gonna hit it once and look in the top left, guys. I just got 2 feathers and 6 sticks out of that, which that said 19 sticks, but it gave me 6 sticks and it added up to 19. You hit it again, that's what breaks it into pieces. So we're going to pick up all 3 pieces here. We're going to come here. We are going to craft 1 spear. You only need 1 spear for the eagle, which is why I say it's probably the best and easiest thing to do. And then what am I doing here? Not that. So once you have it crafted, you're going to come here, you're going to place it in your inventory. Put it in your hand. Where did the eagle go? Please be here still. There he is. So the best way to do this, if you kind of crouch down, sneak up to him a little bit. Is he moving? He is moving. Alright, so when you hold L2 to aim, it's automatically going to stand up. And you want to aim a little bit above them depending on how far you are. And you'll do R2 to throw it. And there you go. This is a hawk. Let's see how much the hawk gives us. So the reason why I was saying the eagle was the best one. Oh, I need a knife. So the reason why I was saying that the eagle was the best one is because the eagle actually gave us 6 things of meat. And it was 1 spear. The boar only gives us 8 things of meat, and it took like 4 spears. You can throw the spears, you can run up to it and stab it, but that boar will be hitting you back the entire time. So a hawk gives you 5. Hawk is probably the second best thing. Like I said, you do get more meat from the boar, but it takes you a lot longer. As long as you don't miss your throw with the birds, I would say the birds are probably going to be the easiest thing and the most productive. You'll also get feathers from them. You can pick back up your spear, I believe 3 to 4 times, somewhere around there. And yeah. Now obviously if you have hunters like I do, they will be producing meat and stuff for you. So we took all of the raw meat out of there and we turned it into dry meat. If you come in here, go back to your management, go over to the house, go over to the hunting lodge. Go here. Where's that? Here. This shows you everything that they currently have in there. So even after the dried meat, they've already collected 6 more meat. So they are doing their job. And then you can still make like rabbit traps and bird traps and stuff like that if you guys are low on food and everything, or if you're having trouble struggling with the food. It does look like different mushrooms come up at different seasons. Right now we have these morel mushrooms. I think that's what they're called. They have the white milk caps that come out in fall. Actually, there's like 4 or 5 of them that come out during fall. They had like the milk white caps, the red and white ones. Almost every single one of the mushrooms in this game were poisonous, so I was actually picking them up just to sell them. This guy here, he's only getting logs right now and making sticks. These are all the logs he's collected. We had no logs here. If you look in the chest here, you can see he has 8 logs. He's collected 6 sticks. Remember, there was nothing in here. I don't know if I actually showed you guys that. Actually, technically I didn't, but you should have been able to see it when I put the stone axe in here. There was nothing in here. So he's already gotten 8 logs and he's gotten 1 stick. And like I said, it does only let you assign so many people to this. I don't know why. I really wish you could assign as many as you want to it. And then per reputation, you can only do so many buildings. So there on the left or on the right side of the screen, it does say we're at 7 of 10 buildings, which is why I stopped building things, because I do want to get a barn, but I need to figure out how to do it, what I need to unlock to be able to get that barn. But that is this game in a nutshell, guys. I'm going to keep playing it. We're going to see how far we can get in this game. I absolutely love it. The map's a lot smaller than I thought it was. I think I already told you guys. like where the edge of the map and everything is. We're definitely going to keep playing it though. I don't know when I'm going to end up trying to have a kid in this game. It's probably not going to be for a while, just because even right now, I don't think I want to recruit any more people. I mean, the guy that I have hunting with my wife right now, there's not even really a point in that, because she was making enough food for both of us, actually, or for the three of us. So I might actually take her and put her on the water well, or I might actually take her and put her here. She can make different things. Yeah, so it doesn't even look like you need a tool here. But yeah, she can make these different things and all this. Obviously not the ones that are locked, but she can make the bucket, she can make the torches. Now this is the thing I was talking about though. So like for the bucket, you need 2 planks. I really wish there was a way to have an NPC open this up, take planks out of it, and supply it here. I don't know if that's possible. Same thing with, like right now, someone needs firewood up in the top left. They're probably not even in their place, but they automatically go through their firewood. So if he had firewood in here, I wonder if there's a way, I mean, if there is, I have not figured it out yet, but I wonder if there's a way to have the woodshed automatically supply the houses. I thought it would be this one here because it says local production, but I think this is just showing like how much out and in is going. But I still think it's up to you to actually go and move things, which is kind of dumb. I mean, they have everything else automated. It would be really cool if there was a way to have either an extra person or even the lumberjack, you know, take items to and from different houses, like whoever needs them. But yeah, I'm not really sure how that stuff works. That's just a sort menu. So I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm basically leading these people, so it's up to me to make sure that they all have the stuff that they need and everything. I also seen a moose in this game. I'm scared to get close to them. I do think that they will mess me up. I seen some deer in the game. Have not tried killing deer or moose yet, but yeah. So that is going to be it for this one, guys. You guys have any questions, any tips, comments, concerns? I may even watch some videos on this myself of other people and see if I can pick up some extra tips or anything. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for joining me today. If you want to see more of it, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. It's completely free to subscribe. Just help out the channel just by hitting that little subscribe button. You can also hit that like button whether you're subscribed or not. You can do both though. And then also, if you guys want to see more of these videos or more of any of the other videos that I am posting, make sure you guys are hitting that notification bell icon. It will let you know every time I do post videos. I've been trying to do it daily again. So far, I'm kind of hit and miss with one day here, one day there. Looks like someone else needs food too, but we do have food in the hunting shack here. But anyway, so I'm going to manage my people, and I will see you guys in the next video.